Today's lesson is called Plus Talk, Getting a Job Transfer and Working Abroad. Day 1. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I am Roger. Today we're going to talk about getting a job transfer and working abroad. Getting a job transfer, of course, means you get a different kind of job in the same company, in another department, probably at the same level, maybe with an increase in pay, a raise in your salary. And a job transfer might be within the same building, even in the same floor, but it also might involve moving to a different department, a different building, or a different branch office in a different country.
Yeah, and if you are lucky, you might get a promotion, a higher salary, or something like that. But to be totally clear, a job transfer, that's when you change your job, but you don't change companies, let's say. You stay in that same company, just like Roger said. Yes, very often when you transfer, you do make a change, but there's not an interruption in some way, shape, or form. Very often, if you call a company, let's say, you won't actually reach the person that you're trying to call on your first try. Okay, you might call the front desk, and then they will transfer you to that person. So no one's hanging up the phone. Your phone call hasn't been interrupted, okay? The phone line isn't going to get cut off or anything like that. You're going to be left there in silence wondering what the heck is going on. No. Your phone call is still live. They're just transferring you to another line. Like I said before, they're not hanging up on you whatsoever. They're just going to transfer your call to the people, or the person, I should say, that you are trying to reach. Anyways, that's the idea behind the word transfer, and when you get a job transfer, the idea is about the same. You do change your job. You do change your job title. You do get a new job, so to speak, but you're not getting fired. You're not leaving a company. You're getting a new job, or you're changing your job within the same company or organization. Anyways, Act 1 of this month's Plus Talk dialogue is called Getting a Job Transfer, and apparently Jack might just be getting a job transfer. And yes, Jack is the name of the character that we're going to be talking about today and the day after that. And Jack, in today's dialogue, is going to be talking to his boss. And yes, like I said before, it will be Jack who will probably be getting this job transfer. It wouldn't make any sense for Jack to be giving his boss a job transfer or anything like that. That would just be weird. All right, folks, I have said enough for now. Let's go ahead and get started with this month's Plus Talk dialogue. We'll get started right after this.
Getting a job transfer and working abroad. Act 1. Getting a job transfer. At the end of yet another busy week, Jack is called into his boss's office for a meeting.
Hi, Jack. Come on in. I'm sure you're eager to start your weekend, so I won't keep you long.
No problem. I hope there aren't any issues with my work.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Exactly the opposite, in fact. Your performance over the last few months has been absolutely stellar.
Oh, that's great to hear.
大家好，今天第一个单字我们看到的是 issue， 这个字当作名词，代表重要问题、议题的意思。例如 For any new business, earning money in the first year is a major issue. 对于任何新公司来说，在第一年盈利是一个重要的问题。接下来我们看到的单字是 absolutely， 这个字当作副词，它有极其、确实的、绝对的或是完全的意思。所以我们可以说I absolutely love what you've done with your hair. 我确实很喜欢你头发的设计。
Okay, so again, this is Act 1, getting a job transfer in our unit, getting a job transfer and working abroad, working overseas, working in another country. Now, at the end of yet another busy week, Jack is called into his boss's office for a meeting. Now, assuming this company has a 5-day work week, we must assume also that this is Friday evening, late in the afternoon. So at the end of yet another busy week, it's just before the weekend, Jack is called into his boss's office to talk to the boss. Jack, I'd like to see you. Could you step into my office, please? The boss begins the conversation. Hi, Jack. Come on in. And the boss continues, I'm sure you're eager to start your weekend, so I won't keep you long. I won't take up too much of your time. I'm sure you're anxious to clock out, to punch out, and head off for the weekend. So Jack, of course, responds by saying, no problem. That's what I'm here for. I'm a dedicated employee. You can talk to me as long as you want. I hope there aren't any issues with my work. Okay, so of course, when you get called in to see the boss, of course, most people are kind of nervous. Gee, did I do something wrong? Am I going to be punished for something I did? Am I going to get fired?
Yeah, no one likes being called into the boss's office. After all, the boss's office is a scary place. That's where people get fired and axed, so no one wants to go into the boss's office. If you were a student, it's kind of like how you don't want to go into the principal's office. Ooh, you've been called into the principal's office. You must be in big, big trouble. So yes, no one likes going into the boss's office, or on the other hand, if you're a student, no one likes to go into the principal's office either. Anyways, apparently though, Jack is not in trouble, okay? He does ask, yes, I hope there aren't any issues with my work, but apparently there are no issues with his work. In fact, the boss is quite happy with his work, and we're going to learn about that next. But for right now, let's go ahead and talk about the word issue. In this case, an issue is something of concern, okay? An issue is kind of like a problem here. Yes, I hope there aren't any problems with my work. I hope that no one is having a problem with me or with my work or how I handle myself around the office or something like that. Anyways, though, very simply here, an issue is just something that needs to be discussed. Yeah, why are you calling me in here, boss? Are there issues with my work? Are there things that we need to talk about? Mano y mano. But apparently the boss, has no problems with Jack's performance at all on the job. He says, oh no, it's nothing like that. Exactly the opposite, in fact. So sometimes bad things do happen in the boss's office, but sometimes really good things can happen there as well. And I get the feeling that that's what's going on in our dialogue.
I get that feeling too. I've got a tingling sensation going down my spine right now. Jack is probably going to get some sort of promotion or something like that. I am so excited for him. So the boss says, no, it's nothing like that. There are no issues with your job, no problems whatsoever. Exactly the opposite. I have nothing but praise for you. The boss goes on to say, your performance over the last few months has been absolutely 100% totally stellar. Absolutely just means totally. Absolutely 100%. Stellar usually means it has to do with the stars. Interstellar travel, for example, traveling from our solar system to another solar system, from star to star, interstellar travel. But in this particular case, stellar means like the galaxy, like the universe. It's been really, really great. It's way up there among the stars. You are a star.
There you go. Yeah, your performance has been really good. You're a star around the office right now. Your performance has been absolutely stellar over the last few months. So yes, you're a star, Jack, or your performance has been outstanding, exceptional, great, or stellar. And Jack is just totally flattered by what the boss is saying, and we'll talk about that word flattered later on. But for right now, Jack, one, is flattered, and I'm sure he's also feeling a sense of relief right now. Oh, that's great to hear, he says. He thought that he was going to get axed maybe, or reprimanded or something like that. The boss was going to yell at him for something. Well, that's not the case at all. It's exactly the opposite. In fact, the boss is happy with Jack, and Jack is happy to hear that. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't go away. When we come back, we'll continue to read from this dialogue.
Actually, I should correct that. It's been stellar since you were first hired. But you've really stepped up your game this year. You're always the first one here in the morning and the last one to leave. You're loved by customers and coworkers alike. And most importantly, you get results. Those sales strategies you helped develop brought in several new clients this year, and our sales have increased 35% since you started.
I don't know what to say. I'm flattered you think so highly of me.
第二部分我们看到的单字是 coworker， 这个字当作名词代表同事的意思。例如 Heather 是我的同事之一，她人很好，帮助我很多。英文可以这么说 Heather is one of my coworkers who is very friendly and helps me a lot. 今天最后一个单字我们看到的是 flattered. 这个字当作形容词，它有感到荣幸、光荣的意思。所以我们可以说 I was flattered to receive a birthday party invitation from the boss. 我很荣幸能收到老板生日派对的邀请。
Okay, so remember, Jack went into the boss's office and the boss told him, oh, there's nothing wrong with your work. You've performed in a stellar way. It's been absolutely stellar over the past few months. But here the boss says, actually, I should correct that. I should make a correction there. I didn't totally tell you the 100% truth there. It's been stellar since you were first hired. So not only have you been performing really well for the past few months, but you've been performing really well ever since you were first hired. It could have been a year ago, 2 years ago, or whatever. Basically, the minute he set foot in the door, he's been doing a really, really great job. He's not a slacker. He has not slacked off. He hasn't spent the office time playing with his smartphone all the time. He's been busy. He's been responsible. He's been a model employee.
By the way, correct me if I'm wrong here, Roger.
Yes.
Does it sound like the boss is kind of buttering Jack up?
It does
now,
indeed.
Is this typical boss-like behavior to give someone compliments and then compliments on top of compliments? I don't think so. Usually, bosses kind of stay aloof of their workers. They have to maintain the proper relationship with their subordinates, but that's not the case here. The boss is just buttering Jack up. He's really making Jack feel good, and he's giving him all sorts of compliments. So, something is going on here. Something good for Jack, I should say. Anyways, yeah, the boss said, yeah, your performance has been great for the last few months. That's true. It's been stellar, but I need to correct myself. I'm sorry, Jack. I just misspoke. Your performance has been stellar since you started working here. You are a model employee. We love you here, Jack. We love you so much. And then he also says this, but you've really stepped up your game this year. So you've been working here for a while. Your performance has always been fantastic and great and stellar, but you've even stepped up your game this year. Yeah, you have even improved on top of the perfection that you've been since you've joined this company. Yes, Jack, you are awesome. Anyways, to step up your game, by the way, is to improve. It's to improve so as to meet or even exceed expectations, and it sounds like Jack has exceeded his boss's expectations here, no problem.
This might be a sports term here, to step up your game, which means the way you play a sport. You've stepped up your game this year. If you've scored 50 points per game as opposed to the 30 points you were scoring last year, you've increased your performance, basically. And he goes on to list some examples as to why Jack is such a great employee. The boss says, you're always the first one here in the morning and the last one to leave. Yes, that is indeed a compliment for somebody to arrive at the office before everybody else does. When I had another job working in Gongguan, I was often the first person there in the office, but the reason wasn't because I was such a great employee, was not that. It was because, hey, if I didn't get there early enough, I could not find a parking space. And I think that's the choice for a lot of people. Don't be deceived, but I think this is because Jack is such a great employee. He's really anxious to start his day. He gets to the office first thing in the morning, bright and early. And not only that, he's the last one to leave. So, my goodness, he's volunteering his time there to be a model employee. He not only loves his job, he is obsessed with his job.
There you go. He's a hard worker, but that's not all. He's also loved by everyone. Yes, the boss continues by saying, you are loved by customers and coworkers alike. And it sounds like the boss is in love with Jack, too, based on all the compliments he's giving Jack right now. Anyways, before we move on, let's go ahead and talk about the word coworker. What are coworkers? Well, your coworkers are the people that you work with, or with whom you work, I should say. Yeah, your coworkers are your colleagues. Anyways, next, the boss. He's not finished. The boss also says, and most importantly, Jack, you you get results. Those sales strategies you helped develop brought in several new clients this year, and our sales have increased 35% since you started. 35% since Jack started. Jack really is a star.
He certainly is, so he spends all day in the office. The customers love him like a big teddy bear. The coworkers love him as well. He gets along well with everybody. He never has arguments with them, and he gets results. He sells stuff for the company and helps them increase their profits. And, of course, if you're trying to sell products, you need to have a plan or a strategy, and he helped develop that strategy, and, of course, that resulted in them getting lots of new clients, and their sales have increased 35% since he started. My goodness, bosses love that. Jack says, oh, I'm so flattered. I don't know what to say. I'm flattered. You think so highly of me here. Flattered means you feel that somebody is giving you a lot of praise, perhaps that you don't deserve. So the verb is to flatter someone, and again, to offer someone lots of compliments.
Yep, you can flatter someone by buttering them up. You give them all sorts of compliments because you want them to do something for you or something like that. But here, the word flatter doesn't have that negative connotation very often. It does have a negative connotation. But here, when Jack says, I'm flattered you think so highly of me, he's saying, I feel honored by what you're saying to me. Your compliments make me feel really, really good. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Well, as you know, we've just set up a second office in London to deal with all our new European clients. I'd like to offer you the opportunity to join the sales team there to help them get up and running.
What? Really?
It'll just be until the team gets organized, but I think it'll be a great opportunity for you.
Thank you so much for this. It means a lot. I definitely accept.
Okay, so let's find out exactly what the boss has in mind here. Why is the boss flattering Jack so much? Why is the boss buttering him up? Well, the boss says, well, as you know, we've just set up a second office in London to deal with all our new European clients. As you know, London is the largest city in the UK. Lots of people want to go there and live there. My goodness, who wouldn't want to go there to hear the chimes of Big Ben every day next to the Houses of Parliament? I certainly would love to live in London so I could ride those double-decker buses and go check out club music every night and stay up to the wee hours, but that's beside the point. They're going to set up a second office in London there, so of course they've got some new European clients, which could be clients from the UK itself, from France, from Spain, Germany, Denmark, you name it. They're trying to find some clients there to sell their products to. And as we're going to find out next time, this transfer would be coming from their office in Montreal, Canada, and he would have to move over to the UK.
There you go. The boss also says, I'd like to offer you the opportunity to join the sales team there to help them get up and running. Remember, they've just opened up the second office. They've just started things, and they need a good guy there. They need a good employee there to get things started properly, okay? They need Jack to go there to get this new team up and running, okay? That means they want Jack to go over there to London there and to get this team functioning or operating properly. They want this team to be successful. They want this team to get started off on the right foot. So Jack is the man. They want Jack to go there and to get this team up and running, or they want to get this team started properly or working well right out of the gates. Anyways, Jack says, what? Really? Oh my goodness, he's taken aback by this offer. He has no idea what's going on right now.
Yes, the boss says, well, it's not going to be a permanent transfer. It's just going to be temporary. He says, it'll just be until the team gets organized, until they get on their feet, until the operation is up and running. But I think it'll be a great opportunity for you. Yes, indeed. You can go there to kind of train these people, to help them organize their department. And once it's up and running, once it's operational, professional. Then you'll have that experience. You can put that on your resume, and you'll have other job opportunities in the future, hopefully for our company. Hey, maybe we'll even transfer you to Tokyo someday. Who wouldn't want to live there?
Yeah, and Jack, he regains his composure and says, thank you so much for this. It means a lot. I definitely accept, i.e., he will take this opportunity or take this job. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. The Chinese teacher is on the way.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。 Jack 的老板在夸奖他过去几个月的表现一直都很杰出。那他说 Actually, I should correct that. It's been stellar since you were first hired, but you've really stepped up your game this year. 事实上啊，我应该更正我的说法。你从一开始录取之后就一直表现很优异，不过你今年的表现呢更为出色。好，句子里面有一个形容词 stellar， 它可以用来形容恒星的，跟星星有关的。不过在课文里面，它是用来表达杰出的、优秀的，意思跟 excellent 差不多。例如，你可以说 You gave a stellar performance last night. 你昨晚的演出很棒，很精彩诶。好，那我们这边再补充一个片语是 step up one's game。片语里面的 step up 它是指增加，像是增加数量啊、增加速度等等的。那么 game 原本是指某个人他比赛或是游戏的技巧方法，那在这边它用来指技能，所以 step up one's game 就表示提升某人的能力和表现，也就是表现得更好，更上一层楼。举例来说 These techniques can help you step up your interview game. 这些技巧可以帮助你加强面试的功夫，让你有更好的表现。接着 Jack 的老板呢还提到说 You are loved by customers and coworkers alike. 顾客和同事都很喜欢你。好，那句子里面的 alike 它是当副词，表示同样的或是相似的。那常见的用法是 A and B alike， 或者是 A, B and C alike， 就表示什么跟什么是同样的怎么样。举例来说 Disneyland is loved by children and adults alike. 迪士尼同样受到小孩和大人的喜爱。好，那我们看到 Jack 的老板真的很赏识他，想要请他加入伦敦那间办公室的团队。他就说 I'd like to offer you the opportunity to join the sales team there to help them get up and running. 我想要让你加入那里的销售团队，协助他们运作。那句子里面的 up and running 它是指像系统啊、机器等等，是指这些东西顺利的运行、成功的运作。举例来说 The system is up and running again. 那个系统又可以正常运作了。好，那其实我们可以只用 up 来表达，你也可以说 The system is up again. 那相反的 up 的相反就是 down 嘛，我们可以用 down 来表达无法正常运作。像你可以说 We can't get any work done since the system is down. 由于系统无法正常运作，我们什么工作都没有办法做。好，那以上就是今天的重点整理，我们来回顾今天的单字吧。
Issue. You shouldn't have any issues finding the restaurant if you follow these directions. Absolutely. Please be absolutely sure that you can afford that car before you buy it. Coworker. I joined my coworkers for lunch at a nearby cafe. Flattered. Patricia was flattered to receive an award for her high grades.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.